Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's Lee from Lee and Kim's compound. Well, we're back again today, this weekend. Right now it's Saturday. It's actually a beautiful day out. Yesterday was pretty warm. Our plans are to open up the pool. I don't know how far we're going to get on that today. I want to uncover the pool. We don't use chlorine. What we use is copper. So what we're going to do is take off the cover. I'm very curious to see how the water looks. Now we closed it down for the winter, of course, and we treated it just before we closed it off. So, if you guys want to go with me, we'll take the winter cover off. We got a new solar cover. We'll take the winter cover off and see how the water looks after sitting all winter. We haven't peeked at it. We haven't looked at it. We haven't done anything, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. So, what do you say? We go take a look, and let's see how it fared through the winter time. What we're going to do, as you guys take the cover off and put the solar cover on, is we're going to hook up the pump too. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to change that. I want to put that out to here, and I want to move that power pole out to here too, because if you look down this line from where I'm standing, that's a direct shot to the deck, to the corner of the deck, about right where the tractor is, just past the tractor a little bit. And I want that underneath the deck, but I don't want to have to call underneath the deck to get at the controls on the filter. So what I'm going to do is move it out to here, power pole out to here. It's got to be pretty close because it's a short cord on a pump. And our lightning ground, I got to move that over too. Now, last year, when I put this away, when we closed up for the winter time, it's got this flexible hose on it. It came right from the pool dealer. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to hard pipe it. I don't know if that's the right term or not, but we're going to use PVC pipe. We're going to get rid of all that. And over here, what I did is I just cut this off. Even if I was going to use this year, I would have just had to buy a coupler for that. That's all. I don't know how that's going to be, get those fittings off. It almost looks like it's glued on. I hope not. But I want to take this fitting out and see if I can get off. We're going to use inch and a quarter pipe. All right, we got everything out. Base, pool filter, and I'll tell you right now, I know everybody knows that some bitch is heavy. And Kim went out and she bought a new canopy. So that's another project that we got to do. That one got pretty much beat up. So we're not even going to save the frame or anything. We're going to take it all down. She's going to come out, pressure wash the deck, clean everything up there because, everything is green. Hopefully it's all done by now. You can tell just by looking at the cover, the nastiness that's been floating around, which makes me happy that we had this cover. Because otherwise, all that would be on top of this water. All right. Let's get this cover off, see what we got. I just got to remember how to do this. Well, there's the ratchet there. I don't know. Hopefully the tractor's not too noisy, but it's doing its regen. And I can't shut it off while it's doing the regen since it has no DEF fluid in it. It just regenerates itself. So I just let it run until it starts beeping, then I'll shut it off. I just want you to show you what we're using instead of, we don't do chlorine. Chlorine we're averaging $200 and $300 per season just for chlorine. That's per month, for the season. That's ridiculous. So we just don't do it anymore. It stinks. It leaves your skin all scaly and stuff. What we did is when we bought the pool, they only do copper. Now, we have no affiliation with these people. Whoever's got a chlorine pool might be the way to go. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that's what we do. It's called Blue Tropic Algicide Bactericide. This is the only thing that we put in the pool. We do not put chlorine tablets. We put nothing else in but this. And it's very little. She's just going to use half of this. Now, the rest of this will probably last us for the year. We also use this in the hot tub. Beauty of this in the hot tub was we used to use chlorine tablets, chlorine filters, the floaty chlorines all the time. She put this in, she changed it out last year. She converted it to copper. She tested it. She tested it today, and it shows that it needs, for the past 4 months, the only amount that we need to add is 1 teaspoon. The water is crystal clear in that hot tub. No foam we don't have to use. Anti-foaming stuff. We don't have to use pH balance. We don't have to use none of that crap anymore. Just this. I tell you, we talked about salt pools. We talked about all that. But we did a lot of research on the copper pools. And that's the way we went this year. What we did is bought a ionizer for pool. Now what that does, it sends low voltage current into a copper bar. This comes off the filter onto the inlet side going to the pool. That's where this goes. And then inside that teeth, this gets screwed in. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Those are copper bars. That's all they are. And with the low voltage on this, as the water passes across, it sends pieces, not chunks, but on the molecular structure, I guess, sends this into the pool. So that means we just eliminated the need for liquid. It continuously keeps the copper up. So this control panel right here, actually, it's electronically controlled, plugs into here, and it maintains it. You put a number in here based on the gallons of water in the pool, and based on what your testing is, and you set the numbers, what the chart says, and the directions, and you just leave it alone. You don't touch it again. There's an alarm on here that tells you when you got to replace the bars. The bars are so cheap. Bars are so much cheaper than just a jug of that stuff, too. A lot cheaper than chlorine. But this is one of those plug and forget it. That's all you got to do. Now, just to show you how it works, we have not put any chemicals in our pool other than closing it last year. And that's what the pool looks like. Now, this was covered. I forgot when we closed it up. It has to be a couple months. But, of course, the winters are shorter here, obviously. So it's not closed up as long as, like, our pool was in Buffalo. That was closed for a long time. But let's go down and take a closer look. There it is. You can see the bottom. You can see the shadow of the GoPro. Other than I forget how much she put in it, a small dose of that liquid copper. That's what the pool looks like. No slime on the bottom, no slime on the walls. Actually, the water's not that bad. It's not that cold. I don't have the thermometer in there right now. Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness, it's trouble. The neighborhood hoodlums. So, hey, hey. Oh, here's number 3. These Stooges are here. We'll come. We'll come. We discussed that. Hey, welcome back. Hey, while you guys are gone, the one got solar cover, and that's it. I'm going to do this by myself. I'm gonna get the solar cover on first before I finish that because something you warm up the pool because I'm doing that. But oh, hey. Well, the other now. No, that's wrong. Yeah, the smooth side. We since yeah, the smooth side is up. When were you? All right. Well, that's done. That's the pool cover. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Once I threw it into the pool, of course, Michael came out and he saw me struggle with it. It was kicking my butt. He saw me and came out and helped me with it. I really appreciate that. Bubble side up or bubble side down? Remember, bubbles down, smooth side up. Once I get this hooked up, I think that'll work right there. I might have to cheat it forward a little bit. It should be good on power though. I won't have to move that power. Thank goodness. I heard myself, you know I'm just going to edit it out, right?
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Should probably edit that out. You guys fell on your head. Sorry about that. Didn't hurt, did it? So this is it. Yeah, this is it. No. This. Ready? Mm-hmm. This is the orientation right here. That's right. This goes to the pool. Yep. I think and this is time to elbow the fitting. Oh, you gotta go up. You gotta figure out. Then go up and see. Thank you, Mike. You said. You said honey.
Yeah, that's not having those garden statues.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You know, why did they glue this shit? Why would you put a screw and fitting and glue it? That's stupid. I got PVC pipe. I want a hard pipe that put PVC pipe on there, but if I'm not gonna break the fittings off.
Right.
I gotta see if I can get this stuff off without breaking it. But that ionizer I talked about goes here. Should hook right into this, and then I can pipe right into there. I have to put a little elbow or something on here, 45. But we'll see. Biggest thing, first thing I gotta do is try and get this rubber off or whatever this reinforced pipe. I'm gonna try this first. Hopefully this don't break because it would suck if this broke. I have to go buy a whole new piece at the pool store. Alright. I'm not gonna have you sit through that. I'm gonna see what I could come up with. Hey, come back in and check on me, okay? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Well, looks like this project has come to a complete screeching halt. Why? I don't know why. I was going to take all this and convert it to 1.25" PVC pipe instead of having a flex on there, more permanent. I mean, this stuff is pretty tough, but why on earth would you glue this to the fitting, to the barb, glue the screw-in fitting to the housing of the pump? I am not going to take a chance on loosening that and cracking this housing. Same way here with the pump out, everything. Why on earth would you do that? All right, discharge. See that discharge barb? I could turn that out. Teflon tape, no big deal. That comes out. Why wouldn't you do that to this fitting? A little close. You can see glue. That's not silicone. That's rock hard. Glue. This piece is glued into this housing. Now, on top of that, this hose right here is glued to this fitting. Down here, you can see it. See where it's glued? That's not silicone. That's hard. That's glued. This is glued to this fitting. My train of thought was I was just going to unscrew all these 1.25" fittings and just start gluing fittings together. So, all right, well, I'm going to end this video. I'll pick up it once I get the parts, which is probably not going to be till next weekend. Everyone, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you on the flip side.